Welcome back, everyone. We return once again to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Got a bit of a sniffle tonight, picked up some allergies. I do apologize. On some Zyrtec, we'll see if that keeps it under control. But otherwise, feeling great and ready to get back and start feeding on the living. Now, when we last left off, we had sidequested our way around downtown, dealt with the Plague Bearer issue, and we started getting into the actual meat of the plot, which is the Elizabeth Dane and the artifact it was carrying, the Ankaran sarcophagus. It's better than 4-day plague that's still kicking my ass. Good gods. Yeah, no kidding, yeah. You've been dealing with your own issues. Sorry to hear it, but glad you're on the mend. By all means, relax and enjoy the show. But yes, we got on board the Elizabeth Dane, which, on the news reports, had an incident on board. All the crew had been mysteriously vanished. There was a whole lot of blood, but no bodies. And something had broken into the cargo container that held the Ankaran sarcophagus, which is an artifact that a whole lot of vampires around Los Angeles have been in a stir about. So we're about to report back in and let the boss know what we found.
Evening, Chief. You back to see Mr. LaCroix again?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he told me to send you up as soon as you came in. Lots of people here to see Mr. LaCroix. Nice guy. He seems a little different, though. I wonder if he's... that's his business.
Yeah. Anyway, how's it going, Chunk?
I'm keeping the undesirables out and the innocent safe and secure. I'm the thin blue line that separates the crazies from the hard-working, decent folks. Yep, as long as I'm around, Mr. LaCroix's got nothing to worry about.
I'm sure he appreciates that you're here to protect him. See you, Chunk. Chunk is a pure and innocent soul, and I will not be the one to challenge his delusions. Anyway, back up to the boss. Yep, cutscene time.
I've said all I need to for now.
Oh, hey, it's Strauss. And some other people. There's a big meeting and we weren't invited? I feel slighted by this information. Anyway, hey, what was that about?
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
Alright, fine. Every crewman on board was massacred. There weren't any survivors.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see?
There was blood all over the floor. Handprints indicate that it was open from within. Now, this is a little confusing here. We're referring to the container of the sarcophagus and not the sarcophagus itself. That was sealed tight as a drum.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions.
Because, yeah, there's an ongoing mystery about what's inside the thing.
I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in, the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
Yeah, well, yeah, who were they?
Those were the primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing. Each minor problem like a grain of sand. Each night I inherit the desert. The Sabbat's appearance has put the primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
Certainly. Is that all?
Yes, for the moment. You know, your demeanor thus far bears similar characteristics to those that rise to the top of this organization. Stay that course.
Yeah, and I'm doing this for a good reason. Thank you, sir. Now about Grout.
Yes. About Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
Oh, there's a lot more to this, but we will get to that. I have a few questions to ask before I go.
I suppose I can spare a few seconds.
Let's see. I had some questions about people.
Yes?
So yeah, you can get from his tone that he's a very impatient person. Yeah, tell me more about this primogen fella.
They are the representatives of their clans.
This is just the...
Though more often than not, they represent their own best interests.
Talking about the primogen
in
general.
They stay close to power, but are too fearful of the consequences to wield it. Nonetheless, I seek their counsel on occasion.
Alright.
Yes?
Might as well ask him about Beckett.
You've met Beckett? Yes. He did pay me the courtesy of announcing his presence in my city. He's lionized in kindred society, by most. Beckett's the definition of renowned scholar, but he's also a lone wolf, and owes allegiance only to his intellectual pursuits.
So yeah, he is... I mentioned this last time, but Rosa with the Thin Bloods mentioned that we can trust basically two people. The man on the couch, which is Mercurio, and the lone wolf, which is pretty obviously Beckett. He's one of the few people in the game that's completely straight with you, and despite his unsettling demeanor, you can basically trust what he tells you. Let's see, what else can we ask him
Which
about?
is?
Thought there was an option to hustle him for some cash, but anyway. Never mind, I'm ready to go see Grout.
When we hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then. Oh,
Right.
And to show my
Here we
appreciation
go.
for your dedicated service to me, I have secured you a haven nearby, in the Skyline apartment building. I hope it's to your liking.
Sweet. Thank you, sir. So yeah, does kind of pay to be a suck-up, because you get a nicer place to stay, which also has some loot we can take. And I don't know if you get it anyway. I think if you're just flat-out rude to him constantly, he won't give it to you. But this is basically the only way to get it. So yeah, if you're more or less an obedient employee, he gives it to you earlier, I believe. I'll have to look up the details, but I know answering positively is an important part of it. Anyway, let's see. Skyline Apartments, that is down this way. Oh, wait, no. There's one other side questy thing down here we'll want to do before we head out for Grouse Place. It's unmarked, but it is interesting and rather involved. Anyway. Venus, hey, how's it going?
Money, right? I've got your cut right here.
Rock and roll, thank you much. Yeah. The amount you can get from her maxes out at 250, and I think it is like 250 per visit. And I think the indicator is whether you make significant plot progress or not. It's no real time element to it, it's more just progression through the game. Now, Skyline Apartments. Right, here we are. We're moving up in the world. Alright, we were... here we go. Skyline Apartments, Unit 4. Noise. And here we are. So yeah, this is a much nicer place. And we got a few little goodies here we can take, which is... here we are. Ooh, unknown. Ooh, we don't know what it is, but we just got a buff to some of our abilities here. Oh, Galdgem, here we are. So holding this rough-hewn amber stone gives you a sense of peace and even a glimmer of hope for salvation. You're able to hold the effective most passive disciplines longer as long as you possess Galdgem. Their durations are increased 25%. So basically, this artifact makes our vampiric disciplines last longer. Very handy. I believe... yes, we get some blood packs too. Sweet. Feel a little bit peckish, but we'll probably just grab a hooker and fill up that way. Anyway, we also get a much nicer computer here. No longer that shitty 2004 laptop. We got us a flat screen that looks fucking cyberpunk as hell. I mean, look at this thing. We've got, like, some flowery inscription up top. We've got, like, these bulky bits down below. You've got a handle on the right. Like, man, this probably is some kind of custom build that someone requested. Anyway, sunrise. Yes, there we are. Anyway, so the White King moves to protect his pawn, huh? Alright. Something else from a friend. Repaid favors, Mercurio. Stop by my apartment when you get a chance, I'll get you set up. Alright, so Mercurio is in business. And he is where we're going to get some of the more exotic guns in this game. Very handy to keep him on his good side. Anyway, don't touch the butter. Don't Touch the Butter. The new extreme sport that's sweeping the nation is now on limited edition DVD. Watch superstars Iron Will McMahon, Brock Dry Hands Hines, and Margarine Mike Davenport as they use every bit of restraint in their body to not touch the butter. One bowl of butter, 2 contestants, 3 judges, and a hell of a lot of willpower. To order, log on to www.don'ttouchthebutter.vtm. Oh, man. That's right up there with So You Think You Can Dodge Traffic from Deus Ex Human Revolution. Anyway, is there anything else of a looting nature here? I think we finally get an item box we can dump stuff in. Let's see. No, that's the bathroom. I thought we did. Anyway, I might be mistaken. Actually, let's see what's on the news.
Though without any trace of its operator or passengers.
Yeah, there it is.
Cambodian officials have dispatched several military units into the area to search through the surrounding jungle amidst concerns that it is related to one of a number of Southeastern Asian terrorist organizations based in the
nice,
region.
we can get shotgun ammo.
American
Sweet.
Citizens are among the missing. Police are now confirming that they suspect foul play in the disappearance of the Elizabeth Dane's crew. There is evidence that suggests the crew or several members of the crew were slain, though no names are being released at the moment. One piece in the Elizabeth Dane's cargo was revealed as the Ankaran sarcophagus. Discovered at a dig in Turkey, the sarcophagus was on its way to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History for a detailed analysis and exhibition. Authorities are expected to release the sarcophagus to the museum in the next few days. Art criticism or vandalism? Paintings on display at Santa Monica's Gallery Noir were slashed by an intruder who evaded capture.
Hell yeah! We're making the news now.
Estimated to be worth nearly $250,000.
Nice.
They were to be auctioned in a charity event tomorrow night. A robbery gone bad at the Surfside Diner left several dead after the attempts by the would-be robbers were thwarted by a diner patron turned vigilante.
Nice.
Witnesses saw the vigilante run from the
Lone
diner
vigilante
after they were alerted by
handsomely
the sound
shot
of
his
gunfire
way past a
outside.
bunch of goons.
Police have stated that
I totally
vigilantism
didn't drink
will
one of
not
them
be
dry.
tolerated, and that the party responsible
And claims to the
will be
contrary are fake
prosecuted
news.
to the full extent of the law. A massive
Well, yeah, that's kind of the fun of the story progression, is that it'll get reported on the news. And there are only a handful of outcomes. I mean, there are only a handful of variations based on what you actually do, but always they'll report on the more interesting exploits. And it's another instance where the Malkavian run makes it way more fun, because the reporter starts slyly suggesting that, like, the police... He starts speaking to you directly and saying, like, the police are investigating, and they have figured out that the killer is you. They are after you. Yes, you specifically. And just a whole lot of great little touches there. There's a reason that it is very often a person's second playthrough. Anyway, Larry!
My man, what is up?
Let's see what you got, dude. Alright. Alright, here you go. I have a car stereo. Don't ask where I got it. I mean, you know, I didn't steal it. I'm just a third party that stole it from someone else, so technically it's not stealing. Do we want to buy this? I do. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and buy this early. Ammo isn't too costly. But there aren't a lot of sources of it in the game, so it's never a bad idea to stock up. Let's see. Alright. Now, about that side quest I mentioned. I believe... Yes, this would be the... Over here is the abandoned hospital. This is another case of the game not marking something that is a point of interest and kind of rewarding you if you explore. So, here we go. This fence is torn down conveniently here. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah. 9 is a quick load button. Every game changes the quick load button. Quick save and quick load. God help you if you guess wrong. Anyway. So yeah, this hospital is abandoned, and we can go in and explore. But you should note that abandoned does not mean empty.
Help me! Help me! It's got them. It's coming for me now. It's coming for me.
Okay, slow down there, Chief. Who's coming? Who are you?
My crew, we were here shooting for my show. I'm a parapsychologist, haunted LA. Oh, God, it was right behind me. We've got to get out of here.
Okay, what's going on, man? What exactly is behind you?
Look, I'll level with you. We usually fake these things, you know, ghosts of this. That's all bullshit. We were setting up downstairs, and weird shit started happening. My crew, they all started disappearing. I don't know what's happening.
Alright, wait here. I'll go see if I can find him.
No, don't go down there. We've got to get out. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay, yeah. You stay here and keep panicking. I'll go take a look. So yeah, interesting little detour here. So you got this guy who admits he's basically been bullshitting with his show, like this Ghost Adventures reality show. Oh, can we turn that on? Oh, we can throw it! Sweet! Yes! Now I just need to hit someone with this and say, "You're on TV!" Actually, can I carry that with me? Let's give that a try. Oh, okay. So yeah, they got cameras set up all over the place, and we'll see what's left of the crew getting picked off. By what is not yet clear. Ah! Almost lost the TV there. It's alright, this will be my companion cube. He's gonna get us through this. And easy does it, easy does it. I should have topped off before coming in here. Ah, well. Oh, nope. Can't go that way. Alright. Once again, we're gonna need... Wait, oh, hang on a second. I see it. Yep. We go through here. Oh, shit. No, damn it. Can we not glitch the TV through there? Oh. Oh. If only it was one of the flat screen TVs. That I'm not sure we're invented yet. This big bulky tube ain't getting through. Eh. Damn you all. We could totally break that out. Oh wait, yes! Yes! Here we go! Yes! Success! So yeah, rather tellingly, we're not seeing what's doing this. There's probably a good reason for that. Anyway. Alright, come on, TV. Easy does it. Here we go, through here, through here. Now, this is interesting because this is where the camera was looking. Actually, hang on a second. What if we... Yeah, that screen back there is where this camera was just pointing. So I think if we do this... and we double back... Haha! Yes! The camera actually moves to reflect where the camera is pointing. Sweet! Actually, hang on a second. Let's see if we get a Hall of Mirrors effect going. I'm curious now. Ah, damn it. Too many props here. You, out of the way. I'm doing science. I did not know that this did that. I thought the camera just goes offline. But yeah, look at that. You can actually see the monitor changing where the camera is angled. Awesome. Alright. So if we aim it at the monitor here, do we get a recursive effect? Yes! Yes! Oh, this is cool. I didn't know it did this. It's very hard to see, but you can just kind of see the monitor in there. Love is when the game always finds a new way to surprise you. Anyway. Here we go. Alright, we're seeing some concerning signs down here. And hearing things, for that matter. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything we can grab here? This goes down. Anything in here? No. Morphine bottle. Sick. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Alright. Absolutely, we will take this morphine we found in a abandoned hospital. It's been here for God knows how long. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. If anything, it makes it super concentrated. Drugs get stronger as they age. Like vampires, if you think about it. Alright. Shit, I can barely see. I think I can just... Here we go. Here we go. Hey, guys. Good to see you. How's it going tonight? We're exploring this here abandoned hospital after a ghost hunting crew that appears to have encountered something quite real. And I'm just bringing this TV with me for shits and gigs. Ooh, okay, so we got something seen through the wall. I hate to say it, but I think I might need to use one of them blood bags. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Okay, that's concerning. Hey, Ivory. Good to see you. Settle on in. We're about to meet another important character, and we're going to have some options here. Assuming we can get this TV all the way there. Alright. That door... Looks like those both go to the same room. I'm very curious if this is going to work. Hey, you're on a roll. What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, Fooey. Okay, so, well, we have found our culprit here, and she's a girl with a bit of an appetite. Hang on a sec, I'm going to bring my trustworthy TV into this, because we're going to have a decision to make.
Real terror is not the sight of death. It is the fear of death. What is the fear of death? Terror of the unknown.
Hey, it's Z from Alpha Protocol.
These eyes you peer into? No, I am not the unknown. You and I are closer kin than you and it were.
So you say. What are you?
Drinking blood to sustain your death. You are damned, yes? What if, besides the blood of the living, you had to eat pounds of their flesh to maintain that thin facade of life? What would you call it? Twice damned?
Yeah. You have to eat human flesh?
We drink blood. I eat flesh. Kine eat food. But Kine think us a monster. Without remorse, they would burn our body twice over to be certain we...
Yeah, that's what she is, a
What is
Nagaraja.
unnatural for some is vital for others.
She doesn't say it outright, but by the fact that she has to eat flesh to stay alive, and actually there's another indication that we'll get to very shortly. But yeah, who are you?
My birth name I tell no one. You may address me as Pisha. Pisha was the name of my companion and lover in a time before my death, 230 years ago. She has no need of it anymore.
Why are you living in a condemned building?
My stay in this city is transitory. I seek relics of the occult traced here and would trade similar artifacts to acquire them. But if you wish to bargain with me, the kind upstairs must be sent down here. He has seen too much.
Right. Yeah, are you going to eat him?
Eventually.
He'll never come down here. He's scared out of his mind.
Tell him this was all a ruse. His friends playing a joke. He will come. He must come down here. If he leaves, the frail disguise we wear for mortals will be seen through.
Yeah. So, kind of a lot's going on here. So basically, if we don't send him down here, it's a potential masquerade violation, unless we have access to domination or dementation, which we do not. It's possible that presence lets us scare him into keeping his mouth shut. That might be a mod thing, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think you also lose humanity if you send him, because you are sending a human down here to his death, just because his film crew stumbled on the lair of a vampire. So, a decision here. And she does weigh this by actually having a few quests later on, where if you get relics for her of an occult nature, she has some very useful items to trade for you in return. But, we are playing the character here, so... Anyway, yeah, no, I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm actually curious. Will she even notice this? No, she doesn't.
I made a request of you. Why have you not sent the man down?
I said no. Okay, yeah, I'll go take care of it. Alright, quest is kind of forcing me to. But forcing in only the loosest sense, because there is another option here. Fuck that. Wait, hang on a second. Where's my firearms? Here we go. Yes. And ranged combat, 5. That's better, that's better. Alright. Yeah, no, fuck that and fuck you. So, she's not too difficult by herself, but you can see that she has summoned some help. And otherwise, she's kind of a standard melee vampire. These zombies do become kind of an issue. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Cornered and stun locking me. Oh god, I lost to a fucking zombie. Oh, wow. Okay, you know, I had that coming. Let's try that again. Go to check on Ira? Yeah, go ahead. But I hear good things about that, actually. I know you were talking about it the other day. Or recently, in fact. Alright. That absent the gotcha nature of it... Ah! Get off me! Stupid fucking vampire... Ugh. Zombies. Huh. That guy really took a headshot. Oh. Okay. So, bit of a problem. If we ignore her... If we ignore her thralls, they tag team me and wear me down. If we ignore her, she closes the distance and there's not a lot of run. Alright. Once more with some enthusiasm. Come on! Oh, shit. Alright, she's surrounded in fire. She's not too dangerous and melee competent. Like you can see, I'm capable of knocking her around, and I'm not exactly a powerhouse. Ah, motherfucker. But yeah, her title there, Pisha the Nagaraja, is the only thing in the game that actually tells you what she is. And again, it's another interesting case of the game using the supernatural is kind of an outside context problem for you. Because, yeah, you were a vampire. But there are stranger things out there than vampires. Alright, I think what I might need to do is stick to the shotgun use the shotgun as an opener, stick to the handgun and stay on the move. And just punch my way out of a tight spot. Yeah, unfortunately that aggravated damage is a real problem. What you say? This is gonna add to the death counter a fair bit. Baseball bat. Bashing soak. Nah, it's not much help here yet. You know, I'll leave that in anyway. Ah, fuck me. I had meant to quick save after the cutscene. Ah, come on! This game is real sticky about... Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, there is a certain bug that sometimes forces you into attacking after quick saving or quick loading. Like, it acts like you're holding down the fire button even though you're not, and it is very, very annoying. And I would have thought that the unofficial patch dealt with that, but evidently it has not. Anyway, sorry about that, Pisha, you were saying? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think what I might need to do is just go aggro on her. Just aggressively pressure her. Ah! Get off of me! Fuck you. Actually, can I knock her into the fire? Oh, shit! Yes! Ha! Yeah! She's burning on her own fire! Get fucked! Holy shit, I can't believe that worked. Pisha, more like pushover. I mean, you know, it isn't quite fair to say after dying like 5 times, but still. Knocking her into her own magic fire is a pretty boss way to kill a boss. Just saying. Anyway, I think there is a quick way back. Alright, that opens, but I think actually this up here leads us back topside. But yeah, the other way of the social way of doing that quest would be to dispose of the reporter guy, or to dispose of the show host. Either by sending him back down there with a speech check, or, you know, other means of or intimidation, or forcing him, or using a vampiric discipline to get him to keep his mouth shut. But yeah, I believe that would cost you humanity. And, you know, we're swimming in it, but, you know, I'm trying to play a civilized human being here. Pisha is in no state to communicate with you anymore, so any arrangements you had with her are no longer relevant. That said, I think he is... Hang on a second. Because normally he drops his business card and that's how you track him down. I think we can still talk with him afterward. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Business card from Haunted LA. Name of the card is Simon Milligan. Address is listed as Skyline Apartments, Apartment 1, downtown Los Angeles. Might as well go have a chat with him. Interestingly, one way of solving the quest by exploiting game mechanics is to simply shoot the guy as soon as you see him, and because you're in a combat zone, it doesn't qualify as humanity loss. Basically, anything that happens in a combat zone is fair game. that also conveniently solves the quest. I mean, you're basically acting like you're panicking and shooting someone just on a whim. Anyway, miss, I require your time and more importantly your blood. Papa! Just clip through your neck, no big deal. Alright, there we go. Alright, enjoy your 50 bucks. Have a nice evening. Thank you. Now, I mean, I maintain that is probably the most ethical way to... Yeah, your 50 bucks and your lightheadedness, yeah. That's probably the least problematic way you can get blood in this game, because, you know, we saw where the Santa Monica Clinic was getting it. You're drinking from the living at some point. It's just a question of how big a monster you want to be while doing it. Anyway, Mr. Milligan, are you home? In fact, hang on, I'm going to save here. Ooh, what we got here? Photo. Blurry photo of what looks to be a Nosferatu. Oh, I think this might be another email quest item. I think later on someone asked for this and you can drop it in your mailbox. So we'll just hang on to that. Ah, there you are. Hey, buddy. You're doing a show about supernatural stuff, right? Well, have I got a story for you.
From the hospital. But in my crew, are they...
See, if I send him back to the basement, this probably kills him, even though Pisha is already dead. It's possible that this hasn't been resolved. Either that or he figures it out anyway. It might be a masquerade violation. Anyway, yeah. There are places that humans should never enter. This was one.
But how did you... What are you?
Let's see. Run. Come back. Never come back to the city. It's possible I get a masquerade violation regardless. Well, maybe not. Haven't been punished for it yet. But yeah, Ventru and Malkavian can specifically make him forget this whole thing happened. And that still counts as solving the quest, even though it didn't send him back to Pisha. And she'll continue and is willing to trade you for items. Anyway, with all that done, now we can finally get on with the plot. So, Grout's Mansion. That's gonna be its own fun little adventure. Wearing the shark onesie at the very start. Oh, that does sound cute.
Need a ride?
Yeah, just drive. So yeah, we can go right up to Grout's Mansion here, and let's see what it... Actually, I'm gonna go to Santa Monica first, because I think Mercurio has a gun for sale for us. He might have the automatic shotgun, which would be a huge leg up. It would have been super handy for Pisha. Would have given me some peace of mind, if you will. Hoocha! Yeah, speaking of sharks, they apparently had some Hololive stars, including Gura, do the commentary for a baseball game for the LA Dodgers, and also did, like, Gura specifically saying, "Take me out to the ball game," which I imagine had to be a surreal experience for the audience.
Anything I can do for you tonight?
Supposedly the Dodgers turned around that game, though, and won it like 8-5, so, you know. Sharks got some talent. Anyway, looks like he does not have anything new. Ah, well. But yes, never doubt the power of the shark. Time to go to the madhouse.
Hop in.
Sure, why not? Yeah, you see, I automatically swung there for basically no reason. That's that bug I was talking about.
Here?
But anyway, Nines is here, and he's acting a little strange. I might ask you the same thing.
Out now.
What? Are you looking at a Grout's disappearance too?
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Why? What's inside? Well, strange even for him is the thing. Very definitely acting out of character, coming out of the Malkavian primogen's house. Which is gorgeous, by the way, but also has some internal modifications that are going to be problematic. Actually, hang on a second. I've got this book, melee ability of at least 2. Can I upgrade my research? Scholarship? Not quite. Not yet. Need another point for that. But yeah, living up to their nature, the Malkavian primogen is a bit of a special fellow himself. We'll get to learn quite a bit about him. Alright, so this is, hi, miss. I'm gonna just go over this way. Maybe you don't mind. Oh! Okay, so, things happening here. Yeah, you just entered Grout's mansion, and something about it doesn't feel quite right. Yeah, say the house feels bigger on the inside. It genuinely does. Oh boy. I don't like this. Ah! Oh, Jesus! Alright. Okay, I was trying to play nice, but they want to party. Now, in spite of the noise they're making, these are all fully human. In fact, hang on a second, I'm gonna feed on this guy. Top myself off. Ah, hey! But they are all very, very crazy. Some are armed with knives, some have claws, which annoyingly deal aggravated damage. That's a huge issue here. But basically everything in here is hostile and indicates that something really bad has happened. Anyway, time to meet Mr. Grout.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
Crazy house, crazy ones. They locked me in a marble room with vampires, and vampires make me crazy. So yeah, the fun thing and the interesting thing with Grout, and there are some cute little moments with it, is that he is a scientist, a psychiatrist in fact, and he has had to witness the changes to his school of study over the years since being turned into a vampire, and that works out with the fact that he's Malkavian, because his insanity manifests in a very unique way. It's almost kind of like a hypersensitivity, and you'll hear more about it as we get into the other logs. But basically, he approaches the whole issue with vampirism in a scientific way, and it provides kind of a unique, altered perspective on this whole thing. Because the curse is of biblical origin, it's mystical, but you're seeing him try to make sense of it from a scientist's perspective. Anyway, Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time, however, erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having varying effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. So here's a little clue here. Hang on a second. Top myself off again. Oh, now I can sneak up on dudes. Yeah. There's a puzzle in here. We'll solve that shortly. Ooh, another audio log. Yeah, the thing about the Malkavian curse, is my understanding, is it's not always just padded room, straitjacket insanity. Sometimes it is... sometimes it's insights you can't make sense of. Sometimes it is an inability to communicate. The Malkavian PC is kind of in the middle ground, where you're sort of legible and you're sort of perceptive, but most of what you're experiencing won't make sense unless it's your second time through the game. Yeah. Anyway, another audio log here.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky.
Huh. Just noticed this. The crosshair turns green when you hear over this.
As surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
So yeah, essentially he's been using his home as a very not up-to-code mental hospital, and essentially continuing his experiments, both researching his condition and the general work of psychiatry. Anyway, the TLDR of it is the Malkavians together are an omniscient hive mind. Because they're plurality, they end up being a bit loopy. Yeah, that's getting a little bit further afield. That kind of removes what's interesting about it. So anyway, the clue on the notepad here is about the lights here. And so yeah, perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having varying effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. So basically it's saying which candles affect which lights, or which switches which affect other switches. And that one guy pulling on them is meant to indicate what the puzzle is. So, the thing is, I don't think it really indicates which is which. I think that is... Oh, hang on a second. The eye is perception. No, the hourglass is time. And this one is mind. Never mind, this is totally doable. And I think we need to do this in order to unlock the hatch there. Alright. So, if we do this... Hey! Sweet! Nice. Actually, hang on a second. Then do we climb this? Huh. Oh, wait, no. I remember. This is... We go up there... We get up there later through another way.